Hey, my friends, welcome back to the channel. In a bit of news that I'm sure will surprise no one, we got more kits. So we recently just got the Yard Charm kit and the Wonderland Playroom kit. We're going to go through Yard Charm and see what's in it, and I will show you guys the build I put together with it. I will also be doing a similar walkthrough with Wonderland Playroom. I'll put that in a separate video, but I'll put that in the description. So let's just go ahead. Let's just jump right in. All right, so I'm on the store page right now. Just figured I'd go through the description. So the Sims 4 Yard Charm kit. Adding charm to your Sims lawn isn't about perfection. It's about personality. Go full yardcore with the Sims 4 Yard Charm kit. This playful collection turns plain porches and tired lawns into cozy corners bursting with color. Mix and match modern tones, textures, and timeless details to create a handcrafted look for any neighborhood. Whether your neighbors are popping over with fruitcake or peeking over the hedge, your Sims will stay stylish, social, and totally keeping up with the goths. Created by Ravasheen. So this has mix match say it's yours, make misdelivered mail a thing of the past, backlit, modern numbers shine on DIY style bases, giving your Sims a customizable way to show the whole block where they live, and that yes, this is the right house for their fruitcake. Charming touches. Dress up your curb with that charming DIY look with pieces crafted to delight passersby while subtly reminding them that this vibe is for viewing only. Whether you're hosting neighbors or ghosting them, your yard stays effortlessly curated. Cool! So I have all the items laid out on a lot with all the different color variations. So let's just go ahead and start going through. So we have a couch, a chair, and like a side table piece that kind of go together. The couch is the weekend project couch. Double the seating, zero the hassle. This cozy bench nails a handcrafted aesthetic without actually requiring nails. Perfect for lazy Sundays or judging your neighbor's grass cutting technique and comfort. DIY dreams, professionally pre-assembled. The chair, love the look of DIY but allergic to splinters, frustration, or effort. Get the rustic handcrafted charm without lifting a single tool. This one-seat wonder delivers all the aesthetic of a weekend project without the weekend or the project. And then the weekend project end table. Complete the laid back look with this matching end table. Ideal for drinks, plants, or that one weird garden gnome you pretend is quirky. It says, I built this myself and only you know you didn't. We won't tell. So we have these, and I lined them all up because you have similar colors. We have a lot of brown tones, but we also have like a white, we have a red, we have a yellow, we have a blue, and then we have like a pinkish. And overall, I like the color. I like the colors. I like that it does, they say it looks DIY handmade. I think this looks like a pretty modern, probably pretty expensive piece you would find in like a store. But you know, it looks cute. And then over here we have the utterly delivered accent table. Once full of milk, now full of vibes. This vintage box makes for a perfect plant stand or a place for your Zoomer food order delivery to be stashed. Whether your style is 2% chic or a whole mood, it's utterly perfect for any space. So this is basically, I guess, just a bunch of like milk boxes, like milk crates or whatever. It's a weird addition for this pack, although I guess they're metal packs. So like when the milkman used to deliver milk like back in the day, even before my time, I guess they would put them in something like here. So I guess this is just kind of meant to harken back to that, but it doesn't really fit in with anything else in here. But you know, it looks nice, and you have if nothing else, you have a few extra little box options while going around. And then here, this is the Simpsonian Micro Gallery. The Simpsonian Micro Gallery brings big inspiration in a tiny package. This mini museum invites Sims to showcase pocket-sized artworks for everyone to discover. And now you can bring one to your own community. With a not so bite-sized donation to the Simpsonian Museum, we'll send you the full DIY plans to build a micro gallery of your own. So this is, well, the exterior colors aren't much to, kind of talk about. It's really hard to like see any major differences, but like inside it's got a few pieces of artwork. I'm assuming I can place something else in here. I didn't actually try that. Let's go in there real quick. Yeah, so you can put like little things in here. So I think that's pretty cool. And it does have a few different color options. And this reminds me a lot of that Littlest Library that we got with through the SpongeBob redeems, that whatever that event was called. But yeah, so there is that. And next we have the Assembly Submerged Hot Tub, a wooden slat hot tub for Sims who crave bubbles, bold design, and the thrill of mild water damage. It's cozy, classic, and only mostly waterproof. Caution: prolonged soaking may lead to deep conversations and slightly warped planks. So it's a hot tub. When I first saw this, I was expecting it to be like one of the ones that like go into the ground that we got with Adventure Awaits, just because this lip makes it look like that. But it's just a regular hot tub. It has a few different color options, some more wood tones, some a little bolder. So if you really want some bright, bold colors in your backyard, this is a good kit for that. And then we have the Would You Live Here address sign. Make a bold first impression, or at least an impression. This oversized wooden sign holds your house numbers and all your hope for being that cool house. Rustic, charming, and possibly visible from space. Go big or go unnoticed. And it's just like a little plank. It's got some, I guess they're using these as like the address letters or whatever, letters or numbers. I don't know what these are in Simlish, but it has a few different colors, pretty much the same colors that you'll kind of see throughout. So a lot of wood tones, some blues, blue, yellow, pink, and red, and white seem to be kind of like the main things here. I wish there was a version of this that didn't have like the numbers on it, because I could see this kind of being cool with like a good kind of use as like a custom fence piece, like around a property, but having the numbers all there makes that a little weird to do. But overall it's pretty nice. And then we we have the Feather Fountain, an ornate metal bowl just for your feathered friends, because even birds deserve a little luxury spa time you admire from afar. And it's just a bird bath. That's about it. So, and then we have an ode to a sim with a hose. Some sims dream of greatness, others drag a hose into the yard, fill a wooden box, and call it architecture. This pond celebrates the soak, the soggy, and the stylish sim. It makes it look like it's like a foot soak, but it's just a little decorative square that has water in it. I could see maybe putting some plants in here, kind of making like a little like aquifer thing, but you know, it's just a little deco piece for the backyard or front yard. So next we have planter, I hardly know her, plants and house numbers, multitasking royalty. This wooden planter brings floral flair and just enough structure to say, yes, I live here and yes, I care a little. Dirt not included, but snoopy neighbors are practically guaranteed. So this is basically the same thing, same idea as the address sign. It's just a little taller. It has a little planter on it, all the same colors. I like this kind of stuff. I wish there was like a flat piece like this that didn't have like the planter or the number on it, so that way you can kind of, you know, create like a custom fence, but maybe like have like a few of these kind of scattered throughout. You can kind of get I guess a similar effect if you kind of put one backwards. Something like that I think could be pretty cool, but I wish, you know, the other side you're gonna see that stuff there. But yeah, anyway, then we have the ready for layering doormat, inspired by endless Simstagram scrolling and zero outdoor time. It gives a cozy curated vibe without you ever having to step foot outside. Perfect for layering style at your doorstep minus the fresh air. So it's basically just a doormat, like a little rug. I'm guessing they're trying to say like you can like layer stuff on top of it and it won't necessarily clip through, so you won't get like that flashing effect like you're kind of seeing now when I hover over it. So it's something like that. I would just, it's a nice little doormat. So, and then we have the path of least resistance straight and the path of least resistance curve. So it looks like you crafted every plank by hand, but you actually just rolled it out like a yoga mat. This modular wooden walkway brings all the charm with zero of the work. Your secret's safe with us. So you can kind of use these in conjunction, kind of build like a little windy path through a yard, and I think it's pretty cute. Then we have the catfish tail lights. The ponds answer the dandelions, now with a built-in glow. These lights bring nature's quirkiest shapes and brightest vibes to any yard, proving once and for all that sometimes the strangest plants shine the brightest. So it's basically just a little light that's shaped like cattails, and we have one that's also shaped like a rock. So add a touch of magic with Illuma rocks, natural rocks with an unnatural glow that brings sleek ambiance to any outdoor space. These lights effortlessly elevate your landscaping game without screaming, "Look at me!" Warning, may cause Zen vibes, so keep that in mind. And then we have the Distractapath. Why fertilize the lawn when you can memorize guests? These pathway lights project stunning patterns to guide Sims' eyes away from the dead grass spots below. Perfect for a creatively lazy homeowner who knows light is the best solution. And I think the interesting thing with these is that it kind of gives it like a pattern on the floor, which I thought was pretty cool. And I like the colors. So, all right, next up we have the mailbox, the post and plank mailbox. This mailbox is the best of both worlds. Rustic wood siding and a classic Jalaroman, I don't know if I said that right, shape, named for the legendary mailman who invented it. You've almost completely covered the iconic form with wood, but the silhouette lives on. Mail never looks so good. So I do like this. I like that it's kind of like a modern looking mailbox. I like it has the address panel. I wish it came in all the same colors as the rest of the wood planks. You see it has a few more like lighter, like almost pastel-y variations, and basically just a white and black mailbox. So overall, it's nice, but I wish it did match up better with everything else. And then over here, we have a trash can timber. A trash can adorned with wooden siding that says, "I'm fancy, but I still handle your garbage." Perfect for Sims who want to keep their mess contained with style. And again, just a wooden mailbox. There's a wooden trash can, all the same colors as the other wood stuff except for the mailbox. But yeah. And then we have a bunch of number panels. So we have house character sign 1. Pen pals may fade, plum bobs may spin, but your address will stand strong with these dazzling characters. And then house character sign 2. Studies show that 97% of pen pals never write back, but at least your address will look fabulous with these stylish characters. And then 3. Pen pals gone. Friendships faded. But bills always arrive. Let your mailman know where to put those bills with these backlit characters. So you have these as individual shapes. They come with a bunch of different colors. Pretty much all matches up the other wood stuff. And you have ones that have like the different characters. So you have sign 1, sign 2, sign 3. Just like with the other wood stuff, I wish there was just a blank panel because I could see that being pretty versatile, but you know, it's pretty nice for what it is. And you also have a version that basically combines all three characters together. So plank with potential, a bold piece of wood waiting for its moment. Add numbers or don't. Perfect for the minimalist sim who believes blank wood is a valid form of self-expression. Functionally useless, maybe. A vibe, definitely. So the description calls it out as being a piece of blank wood, but it's not. It's got the characters on it. I wish it was a piece of blank wood, but you know. Anyway, we now have the Fragile Breeze wind chime. Delightfully delicate and beautifully colored, this stained glass chime sings softly as long as the wind stays gentle. And you have a few different colors there. So that is it for all the items in like the buy catalog. We also have a grass pattern. It is freshly mowed lawn lines. Oh, it doesn't really give a description for that. But yeah, basically it's kind of like that manicured lawn look where you kind of see like the lines are kind of cut through it. Has a few different options, most of which look like they're dead. But you know, it's nice. It's nice to have it. And then last but not least, we have the ornagrass. This is the only plant. The thing is huge, and it is, who knew letting grass grow extra tall could be considered stylish. These towering grasses are proof that sometimes nature's wildest looks make the best yard decor. Perfect for sims who want little drama, no mowing required. So that is pretty much it. There were no pre-made rooms. There were no wall patterns, floor patterns other than the grass, nothing for roofing. So this is pretty much it. Overall, I do like the stuff. It honestly doesn't scream DIY to me as much as I guess the descriptions are making it out to be. It just seems like modern, kind of sleek, you know, stylized stuff. I could see this going in like a more desert build, like somewhere in like Oasis Springs or Strangerville. Like I said, I'm a little disappointed that the hot tub isn't like an in-ground one, but you wouldn't be able to see the colors as much. And my only other gripe is that I wish these like wood panels had like a plain variant. With that said, I like all the colors. It can see this, you know, if you really want to have like a pop of color in your yard, or if you want to create something, you want to see like vaporwave, like this pink reminds me of like vaporwave. You want to create like a little vaporwave backyard style. I could see that being a thing. But anyway, I did build something with this, so let's go ahead and check that out. All right, so only using the yard charm kit and base game, I built this little like community pool. It's a pool, but you see I included a lot of like the furniture. I tried to create like some like little random like fence pieces using the wooden panels. Like I said, I didn't do it too much because I thought the numbers everywhere would be excessive, but I used some of the other number signs as like other little things as like just little signage. But yeah, just figured, you know, kind of have these around the corners. Used a lot of the wooden furniture, and I actually found that if you kind of like stick it together, you can kind of make it look like it's all one built unit, which I thought was pretty nice. But yeah, we have a regular pool. We have the two little pavilion areas with the hot tub and some chairs. Using that little single tile fountain thing, I kind of created like a little display. I put the plant in there and a light so you have a little more illumination. But I put some lockers because for a public pool, you figure you have somewhere to put your stuff. And I created like this little like grassy little sitting area where I used the wooden plank path to kind of go around it. I did use the manicured lawn pieces here. I actually kind of use them throughout, but with the fencing and everything, you can't really tell. I wasn't really sure what to do with how to utilize these Simpsonian things, so I just kind of stuck them in the corners. I figured you download this, you want to put something else in there, by all means. You also have the lights, and yeah. And then inside, just a few little more pieces of the furniture. Also include some base game stuff. Figured this could be like a little snack area. So we have the vending machines, which I think were, these are base game, but they were one of the event redeems. I put these little like milk crate boxes in the corner, just make it look like storage. Like I said, I don't seem to fit really well for me. I get that they, you know, go in a yard, but I wasn't really sure what to do with them. And then we just have, you know, a few restrooms. I did use the bath mat in here. It's just kind of like a, you know, full restroom. You can go change, you can take a shower. I used the little wind chime thing as wall decor, and I think that is pretty much it. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this up on the gallery if you guys would like to download it. So it is a yard charm pool. It is a community pool built using only base game and the yard charm kit. And listen, it does only use a yard charm kit. I built this in Oasis Springs, and just because I thought like this pack kind of lent itself well to the deserty vibes, so I can see it's going anywhere. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So my final thoughts are, it's a good kit. So I will say I'm not super familiar with all the CC that Ravasheen creates. I know they are a very popular CC creator though. So I like this kit. I don't don't know how well it goes with like the rest of their stuff, but I thought it was an interesting kit. Nice way to add like little pops of color to like a yard. Having some more customization as far as like yards, like house letters, house numbers go, I think is pretty cool. I wish we had more like solid like wood panel pieces that don't have the numbers on them, so I thought it'd be a little more versatile that way. So yeah, overall it's a nice kit. I think I've talked about this before, like people's thoughts on kits vary. Overall, I don't think they're bad. It's a nice inexpensive way to get a few extra items in your game. For people who don't use CC or are playing on like console, this is a good way to kind of get exposure to what some of the CC creators are able to put together, because they can put together some pretty amazing stuff, and it's usually better than the stuff the Sims teams make. So yeah, but with all that, this build is up on the gallery if you want to check it out. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching this. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Please leave a comment what you think about the Yard Charm kit. If you have any like Ravasheen CC you would recommend. If you've not already subscribed to the channel, I hope you'll consider doing so. I am trying to grow this channel, and you guys have been such an immense and amazing support for that so far, so thank you. But with all that, my friends, I hope you have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Bye everybody.